Did you guys know that we are closer in time as humans to the Tyrannosaurus Rex living on the planet than the Tyrannosaurus Rex is to the Stegosaurus?
But they're both dinosaurs.
Right. And also I've seen pictures of like a Tyrannosaurus killing a Stegosaurus. So explain that.
Who took that picture? That's my question.
That's a good question.
Actually. Are we starting the podcast with just an existential crisis?
Who took the picture? Like, I've seen the picture.
Can we link the picture in the show notes?
Yeah.
That cameraman? Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein took pictures of the dinosaurs?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Appleboys podcast. I'm Josh. I'm here with Corey. What's up, Corey?
Hello, I'm Corey.
We got Robert here tonight.
Robert.
And we got Jimmy.
Hey, it's Jimmy.
The gang is back together. We're excited to be here with you tonight.
Woo!
We got a whole lot of stuff to cover, and not a lot of time to cover it because Corey is driving to Atlanta tomorrow to see the Falcons play.
Yeah, we're going to get beat by the Buccaneers. Pretty excited.
Yeah, but you're going to get to see the GOAT in person.
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
He's finally actually obtained that title.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely the greatest of all time when it comes to quarterbacks.
As far as leaders of men,
question.
I'd say. I don't
No
know
question.
about quarterbacks, but
Okay.
Yeah, I know who that guy is.
That should tell you a lot.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've all gotten to be together for a podcast since Thanksgiving. And we all work jobs in which we have to deal with the general public. And this last Black Friday was my 20th consecutive retail Black Friday, 18th in a row with the same company. And for those of you who are listening and maybe live under a rock or don't go out shopping the day after Thanksgiving, first of all, thank you. But second of all,
True.
it's a crazy day. You know, there's a billion people shopping. There's a lot of stuff going on. All the stores get stocked with all this crap everywhere. And so I was in the warehouse of my store, and we have these big metal racks that go up to the sky, and we hold all this stuff on the top. And I walked back to the warehouse on Black Friday, and there is a whole bunch of stuff that has fallen on the very top rack. It's probably 25 feet in the air. And somebody is on this machine up at the top, like trying to hold everything. Because I guess he was trying to pull something out. And when he pulled it out, it caused stuff to tip.
Oh.
So he's standing up there like stranded, trying to hold this stuff to keep it all from tumbling down 25 feet. And then there's this other guy behind him on another machine.
Oh.
Trying to get up there to help him, right? But because of all the inventory that we've been moving in the store, the second machine died halfway up.
Oh.
So you got one guy that's like using all of his strength to keep this merchandise from falling to the floor and all breaking. And this other guy that was trying to help him, but he's now stranded halfway up and there's nothing he can do. So I had to get this guy to take off his safety belt.
Oh.
Get off of the platform on the machine that he's on and onto the rack so that he can use his whole body weight to hold these things up. And then there's like an emergency release lever that you use in case the thing dies with the platform up at the top. So I had to activate the emergency release thing to bring the platform down. Then I had to pull the machine back, but I couldn't go back far enough because the other guy with the dead machine was right where I needed to be. So I'm like halfway to where I need to be, and I reactivate the machine, and I use it to go up. And so now I'm like 1 foot on the platform, 1 foot off, like leaning as far as I can lean to try to help this other guy put the stuff back up. We finally get everything back up, but then I have to like take the safety chain off to make room for this other guy to come onto the platform with me because it's the only way I'm going to be able to get him down. So he had to like grab my arm and jump onto the platform.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
That sounds like so many violations.
Yeah, so we did that. We put the safety chains back up. We went down. Everything was fine. No product was harmed in the making of this film. Nobody got hurt. We got the other guy down from the stranded machine, and it was wild.
We destroyed the footage.
What footage?
Yeah,
the
there
footage
you
is
go.
destroyed.
There are no cameras in the store that I work.
That's good. Thank God.
People
That's gotta
steal
be
shit all the time.
But I say that's got to be a shrink problem.
Did you guys do anything fun for Black Friday?
I was just working, man. I worked like a 14-hour shift, and I wanted to die about halfway through, but I kept on going.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's tradition. You just work yourself to death because people need to buy their useless shit.
That's true. And my favorite thing about it is, like, you got the sale price all the time, and then right before Black Friday, shit gets marked up. And then the sale price on Black Friday is often the sale price that it was
Always.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. No matter what store it is.
It's
Same
like
way.
we've got a 39-inch TV for $100. We've got 6 of them. We've got 400 people outside waiting,
For that TV specifically.
Yes.
Pretty much.
yeah.
handing out tickets. And they're like, "Do you have any more of the 39-inch?" It's like, "No, man. You got here like 30 minutes ago. The fuck were you thinking?"
True.
Like, and then people like come up to you and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like, "You got any more of them 39-inch Panasonics?" Like, no, those were gone before we opened.
Yeah, I think there was a local Walmart where people lined up at the front, and then somebody like came out right before they opened and were like, "Hey, we don't have any Xboxes or PS5s," and like half the crowd left.
Yeah, I mean that is the hot ticket.
Like,
still,
no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
crazy to me that people think that they can just go to a store and buy a PlayStation and or Xbox.
Or graphics
and-
card.
Or graphics card in the current market.
It's
Insane.
crazier to me that these products have been on the market as long as they have, and you still can't buy them.
Right.
That is true. I mean, the
Like, that's wild to me.
PlayStation has been out for 16 months now.
Yeah, and you still can't buy one.
Yep.
It's crazy.
one day you'll be able to walk into a store and be like, "Hey, I would like to give you money for this thing," and they'll be like, "Sure, no problem. Here's
Right.
that thing you wanted."
That
Today's
day
not-
is not today.
Today's not that day. No, not this holiday season. Go
Rob-
get fucked.
Rob, if I remember correctly, you were talking about your 14-hour day. I remember a year or two ago, you were telling me that you had this, like, special drink that you created just for that day that was basically liquid cocaine. I think this is the way you described it. Could you
Yes.
tell the audience about that drink?
Absolutely. So this drink has been a running tradition, but this year I had the real thing, so I didn't need it. But it's called Purple Power Drink, and it was just a combination of different types of stimulants. All legal.
It was like pre-workouts and like vitamin bombs and shit.
And caffeine, like B12.
He was a vascular man. It opened up all of his blood flow.
It really did.
Remember the year you accidentally put testosterone in it?
Wait, is that why I was like hard for the entire day?
You're just walking around pitching to 10 all day.
Yeah.
Just pulled the Jimmy and taped it down.
Yeah, that's what you have to
Yeah, I
do.
gotta tuck it.
Otherwise, you would have fit in real well in Friendsville.
Oh my god.
So I was driving to work the other morning, listening to the radio, and right near where I work, there are lots of restaurants. You know, I live near a bunch of businesses, so you got all your common restaurants. There's McDonald's and Wendy's and all that stuff, and there's a Little Caesars, and they were interviewing somebody on the radio who apparently was at her first day of work at Little Caesars, and an old man came in and he wanted to buy a hot and ready pepperoni pizza. They did not have a pepperoni pizza hot and ready. They told him that it was going to be about a 5-minute wait.
Ooh.
This was apparently unacceptable to this man. He started screaming, asked to talk to the manager, demanded free crazy bread. They gave him the free crazy bread that he asked for. He went outside of the restaurant and he was talking to some people that were next door at the Subway. Like, not the train Subway, but like a Subway restaurant, a sub sandwich restaurant.
Right.
And so he's standing outside on the sidewalk, eating crazy bread, talking to these two guys, one of whom is the boyfriend of the girl that was being interviewed on the radio. And he's talking about how they shouldn't advertise hot and ready pizzas if they're not hot and ready.
This is already fantastic.
He then went to his car after he finished his free crazy bread.
Wait, do we have to guess if this is Florida, Georgia, or Alabama?
No, this is very, very close to me in not Florida, Georgia, or Alabama.
Wow.
Where I work. He went to his car. He got an AK-47 out of the car.
Oh.
Went back into the restaurant, pointed it directly at this girl on her first day of work, and said, "Where is my fucking pepperoni pizza?"
Oh, man.
Was this Clint Eastwood? Do we have Gran Torino Clint Eastwood walking up to a fucking Little Caesars demanding a hot and ready pizza?
I
That
don't know,
man
but
put the wrong thing in his purple power drink.
He really wanted that pizza. One of the other patrons in the restaurant happened to have some pizzas that they had ordered first, and she gave this man one of her pepperoni pizzas so that he would leave, and he did.
What
he
a
took
hero.
the pepperoni pizza and
That's
he
all
left.
it took.
That's all he wanted. He just
Get rid
wanted
of
a
the
pepperoni
the
pizza.
wrath of the old man was a fucking $5 pizza.
That's right.
That's incredible.
What's that movie that we watched recently with that guy? Man, this is gonna be hard to describe.
Are you talking about Falling Down? With
Yeah,
Michael
Falling
Douglas?
Down.
What?
Yes, he got that off of that. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
incredible.
how about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's exactly like
It
that.
is like falling down.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Falling Down.
Oh man.
So
pretty
it
good.
has Michael Douglas,
Oh yeah. He wears
he
the
just, like,
short
yeah.
short sleeve button up shirt,
and he
with
just
the,
snaps.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's good.
That's an old movie. That's not new.
It's
No,
yeah,
it's
it's from like the early to
20,
mid 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we
Man.
talk about radio shows for a minute?
Sure.
When I was a kid, like maybe like 9 or 10, I didn't have like an iPod or any like kind of mobile music device at the time.
When I was 10,
I know.
iPods and mobile music devices didn't exist.
Yeah, I know. Corey, Josh, old. We've been over this. Really old. Okay.
True.
Enchant.
But I had this like little portable radio. It was like battery powered and I had headphones for it. And I don't think my parents knew I had this. I think I like won it in something. It's probably in like a fucking cereal box or something.
Maybe you won it on a radio show.
It's very possible. But I was listening to my local, like, kind of edgy radio station. It was called 94.9.
That sounds like it would be an edgy radio station.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a radio station that would be like The Animal.
No, it's called Electric 94.9.
Oh,
like
yeah.
But they had this segment that was only late at night.
Thunderstruck.
It was only late at night. So I was listening to this at like 10, 11 p.m. And it was called 94.9's Doghouse. I don't know if you guys have heard like any other Doghouse segments. I don't know if this is like a nationwide thing. But essentially what it was is like people would call after they've broken up with their exes or their like boyfriend or girlfriend did something really shitty. And it was just these like backwoods country ass people like, my boyfriend, he went over and got super drunk at the Applebee's and he just ain't come home yet. And then the radio host is like, man, that sucks. What kind of song do you want to listen to? And then it's just like this fucked up song about this random country thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I listened to this as a 9 and 10-year-old and learned a lot about society.
Okay. Hey, so speaking of dogs, you remember that song, Who Let the Dogs Out? By Baha Men?
Yes.
And its rampant popularity?
It's about women's empowerment.
Absolutely.
I don't think that is.
It absolutely is. Look up the lyrics.
Let's just sing the lyrics right now.
No.
Well, the party was hot, the party was bumping.
Yeah.
Yippee-yi-yo. Everybody's having a ball.
What?
Hey,
What?
hey, hey.
It's not the Appleboys podcast if Josh isn't singing at some point.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, you know.
I am who I am, and I'm never going to change.
I'm pretty sure it's them talking about, hey, why are all these ugly girls in the club?
I don't know many of the lyrics from Who Let the Dogs Out, so I'm going to look that up.
That's fine.
Let's look it up. Who Let the Dogs Out lyrics.
Did you have your house up on Zillow?
I did.
Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
I do
Actually-
that. I do that once a month at least.
I will tell you why my house was up on Zillow, but I don't want to forget about what we're looking at right now, which is the lyrics to Who Let the Dogs Out.
Got it.
So, Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who?
That's what they're saying there?
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the party was nice. The party was pumping. Yippee-I-yo. And everybody having a ball. Yippee-I-yo. I tell the fellas, start the name calling. Yippee-I-yo. And the girls respond to the call. I heard a woman shout out. Who let the dogs out? Who? Can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. That's the chorus, and it repeats. I see the dance people had a ball, 'cause she really want to skip town. Get back, Gruffy, back, Scruffy. Get back, you flea-infested mongrel.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure this is about ugly girls.
Say a doggy is nuttin' if he don't have a bone. All doggy hold your bone. All doggy hold it. A doggy is nuttin' if he don't have a bone. All doggy hold your bone. All doggy hold it.
I actually don't know that this song is about anything, to be truthful. I think we've chosen a really shallow song to try to deeply, like...
To analyze?
Yeah, like, we might as well be analyzing the fucking Macarena or something.
Funny story about the Macarena.
Don't tell me you know what... Like, don't tell me there's some deep lyric about the Macarena.
It's not very deep. It's very shallow, actually.
Oh.
It's basically about a lady that gets double teamed by her boyfriend's friends while he's away.
What?
That's not true. Hang on.
She gets finger cuffed.
So I used to
Macarena lyric.
I used to do videography for weddings, and they play that at every wedding, and it's so much funnier now.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
That's
great. It was a dance that swept across the nation. There were radio stations that took their copies and burned them outside because they played them so much that they were like, "We're retiring this. We're never playing it again."
Nice.
They were like the store employees from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
With Michael McDonald?
Yeah.
If I hear Yamo be there one more time, I'm going to Yamo burn this place to the ground.
I love that.
It's a great one.
Yeah. So I can't verify whether you're being truthful about the meaning of the Macarena because most of these words are words I don't know. They're Spanish.
Can you look up translated lyrics, perhaps?
Dale eta cuerpo, alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es pa darle alegría y cosa buena.
Me llamo Peggy.
This reminds me of everyone listening to Crank That Soulja Boy at like dances and stuff.
That's another one.
And they were talking about like Superman,
Nothing
Yeah.
on that hoe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's giving her a cape,
correct.
you know?
When I learned that when I was a very young child, I was very, very confused. Still confused, to be fair.
Whenever we release our first Appleboys video bonus content for the Patreon subscribers, you guys need to remind me, and I will crank that Soulja Boy for you.
Oh goodness, that's gonna be a joy to behold for sure.
Yeah, I know that whole dance.
Really?
My man.
I
Like
do.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I can also sea walk.
You can't say the word?
We always called it sea walking.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
see.
I know it's crip walk,
Oh.
but we always called it sea walk.
I've never heard that before. I've always
probably
heard
for
it
the best.
referred to as grip walking.
Yeah.
Well then,
Well, I can do it.
I mean, there's no blood walk.
Might be a West Coast thing.
Or is there a blood walk?
West Coast, best coast.
True.
True.
I've been there.
Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Fuck the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard the police referred to as 12?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Fuck 12.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean, I know you're referring to the police and how you are displeased by their presence, but I don't know what 12 means.
Somebody once told me this. Josh is going to look it up for us.
This says it's about the 12 districts in the greater city of Atlanta. There are always 12 officers on patrol at all times in each district, and each officer works 12-hour shifts. That's
See-
why ATL says 12 when referring to police.
Okay, I was
There you
wondering.
go.
Put the blunt down. 12 just hit the block.
I was wondering if that was actually an Atlanta thing because
It is.
Okay.
12 districts in the city of Atlanta, 12 officers on patrol in each district in 12-hour shifts.
okay, I'm glad we resolved that.
It's actually 12 cubed. 12 by 12 by 12.
144.
144.
So Josh was just on Urban Dictionary, and there's this trend that's been going around where you look up your name on Urban Dictionary and then like post the meaning on your social media. So I think it'd be really fun if we went through everyone's names. Who wants to know their meaning first?
I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Me. Pick me.
Me.
All right, Josh. Josh is a sensitive, caring guy
True.
who will do anything to solve problems.
Yup.
Although he may come across as overprotective,
Yep.
but all he wants to do is make sure that the ones he loves are safe and well.
True.
Joshuas are normally very attractive
That's also true.
and
That's
have the
definitely
most
true.
gorgeous eyes.
Yep.
He also
Baby
is an
blue.
extremely good kisser
Yep.
and knows how to pleasure a lady.
That's true. I have an amazing tongue. I can do all sorts. You guys want to see?
Oh my God, what is that?
Nope. All right.
He's doing the Clover thing
I'm moving on. They're romantic
really
They're-
well too. Like he's holding
and
that
are
shit.
aware of a girl's boundaries. I'm 100% positive that if you find a Josh, you will not regret it, and you'll most definitely have a perfect relationship.
Josh, have you done that inside of a woman?
I have.
Trust
That's
me,
fantastic.
Joshes are worth the wait.
True.
And here's like the example they give. Look at him. He's definitely a Josh.
True.
What a horrible example.
That was all accurate.
All right.
Especially the tongue stuff.
Well, okay, I didn't say the description wasn't fine. I said that the
Which one are you on,
example.
I'm gonna save Robert for last.
Robert? Oh, mine's gonna be fucked. I'm glad.
All right, Corey. Corey, the sweetest fucking human you'll ever meet,
True.
but also the most real.
True.
Yeah.
If you're being a dumbass, Corey will let you know.
Yep.
And they're probably right.
Yep.
An amazing person who doesn't realize how amazing they are or truly attractive they are.
True.
Deserving of friendship and love 3,000%.
Oh,
And here's the
They
quote.
love me 3,000. All right.
Here's the quote. Have you met Corey? Cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
All right, I'm moving on to me, but this is like 3 paragraphs. So I'm just going to pull.
Let's get the Cliff's notes.
Yeah, I'm
Look
going to
up
get the Cliff
James
Notes.
or Jimmy? You looked up James.
I'm going to look up Jimmy.
Look up Jimmy.
Because that'll be funnier, probably. All right, Jimmy's a lot
Probably.
shorter. All right, Jimmy, an amazing guy. Everyone loves him because he's so dreamy and hot.
Nice.
He's funny, smart, and just a nice guy in general.
I feel like Tina from Bob's Burgers wrote this.
All girls would love to have Jimmy as a boyfriend. Fuck it, even as a husband. P.S. He also has a big dick.
Nice, Jimmy.
Wow.
And here's the quote.
Congratulations
All
on,
right.
on the sex.
Here's the quote. OMG, I want him. He's such a Jimmy. All right, I'm saving the best for last here. There is one sentence and one quote.
It's just gonna be like fuck Rob or something.
Robert, our holy Lord and Savior with a massive cock.
Oh, okay.
The quote is, Robert is life, Robert is God.
Okay.
So Robert equals Shrek.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna go into this subject, so I actually edited that about 5 minutes before we started.
You got 776 likes in order to get to the top of the Urban Dictionary.
That's incredible.
I like that. All right. I promise. I've got very, very little NFT/crypto talk for tonight.
But damn it, he has some.
I do have one little thing.
I'm ready for the update.
I am slightly disappointed in Miller Lite. I have to admit.
What? No.
Yeah, take that back.
I have a slight disappointment with our unofficial sponsor Miller Lite because Budweiser beat them to the punch on something. You remember we were talking about, actually, Robert, you may not have been here, but I think Jimmy and Corey were here, and hopefully you've been listening to our episode, so maybe you're up to date. You remember we were talking about the .eth registration names and
I was here for that.
Were you here for that?
Yeah, that was the music
I was-
festivals episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it all runs together for me.
We had double Rob.
That's right. All the way across the sky. Budweiser purchased beer.eth, and that is now their Twitter name.
Wow. That's commitment.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So, shout out Budweiser. Good on you. You still suck because you're making fucking seltzers, though. So, fuck you.
Miller certainly has seltzers too.
No, they do not.
Huh? Have you looked this up?
Look
Coors
this
does.
shit up.
Coors is not Miller.
Isn't it? Is it not Miller Coors?
It doesn't matter. Miller.
Okay, I just found an article about Miller launching a seltzer.
Oh, well, you
Well,
fucked.
there goes that argument.
But not how you might think. Click on it.
Yeah, this is back in May, and I don't see a seltzer.
Miller doesn't have a seltzer, and they're not going to. In
Oh,
fact, they
they're
make
launching
fun
it
of
in-
other people for having seltzers.
Yeah, they're launching a seltzer into space. They did that in May.
Correct.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because fuck seltzers.
How did they do that?
I agree. Fuck seltzers.
Elon Musk helped.
Of course.
You guys seen that recent picture of Elon that's been floating around the internet?
He's homeless.
He looks like hold on. I don't. He just looks like he's going through a midlife crisis, and I wonder if Elon's okay.
So Corey and Josh, you don't know who this guy is because he's a kind of underground electronic artist. But do you know what Vatican Shadow looks like, Rob?
Mm-hmm.
That he looks exactly like Vatican
A
Shadow.
little bit, yeah. Let me see if I can find this picture so I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
Isn't that the devil?
Yes.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like the villain from The Fifth Element.
Yes, he does. He does.
Ah, yes. Yep.
He's just missing.
Yeah, he looks like Gary Oldman.
He's missing the plastic hairpiece.
Have you guys seen that photo of Elon Musk before he was rich, without hair?
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Same with Jeff Bezos.
Well, Jeff Bezos kind of did the opposite. He like really leaned into it and became fucking Lex Luthor in real life.
Yeah,
did.
100%. He just wants to kill Batman now.
Yeah.
Superman.
Superman?
Fuck.
Close.
Have you guys ever seen Joe Rogan with hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Fear Factor.
Not only Fear Factor, he was on this show called News Radio.
What is that?
It's a sitcom. It was like 7 seasons long.
Was
in
it
the
good?
early 90s. It's pretty funny. He actually does he plays a radio host named Joe.
Oh, that's really
That
funny.
makes sense.
Very on brand. But yeah, it's pretty good. I saw a clip of that the other day, and I then proceeded to watch several episodes, and I remember watching it occasionally in the 90s.
What a fucking weird guy, though.
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
He is like the master of focus. If you've ever watched him interview people, he is 100% distraction free in that moment, exactly where he wants to be, doing exactly what he wants to do. He never loses focus. It's unbelievable.
Except for when he talks about fucking chimpanzees.
That's part of his deal. That's part of the focus.
He just comes back in.
He has gone off the far deep end of conspiracy theories recently.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it all checks out.
He's focused
Oh,
on the
no.
conspiracy theories.
It all checks out.
Do you remember the ivermectin phase?
I do. Of Joe Rogan.
Does that check out,
Yeah, man.
Josh?
He, man.
Aaron Rodgers said it worked.
Yeah.
Well, no shit.
Aaron Rodgers is a Joe Rogan disciple.
Are we saying that Aaron Rodgers is a horse?
Yes.
He's got horse dick.
All right.
I've sent you guys that photo of Joe Rogan in the hot tub, right?
I don't think so.
Nope.
He's like halfway out of the hot tub, and his nipples look really weird, and he has like no hair on his body at all, and he's like he's like blood red.
I knew the no hair thing.
Yeah,
He looks like Danny DeVito, and It's Always Sunny. He just wants to be pure.
for sure.
He really does. But taller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slightly.
And more chimp-like.
and more mixed martial artsy.
for sure.
Have you guys seen Joe Rogan do a spinning back kick?
Yeah,
That shit is terrifying.
yeah. No, he
really is.
He's real good at many forms of martial arts.
That's like his signature move. That if you guys haven't seen a video of it, it's very important that you look this shit up because it is actually terrifying. That shit, like the bag goes fucking flying.
Josh is on it.
Let's hope we get a rise out of Josh the same way that we got a rise out of Jimmy. We were talking about Welcome to Rockville.
Oh, I have a meme I need to show you about that.
Okay.
About peeing?
Well, I'll just describe it because it's still funny. It's this photo of people crowd surfing a porta potty,
Ah, nice.
and it says "preparing for brass against."
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Josh, you got pulled up. Did he kick yet?
Yep.
Was it good?
Yep.
I think I could do that.
I'm waiting to see if he kicks again.
Stone cold. So I got
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That would hurt somebody.
That would kill you.
I gotta be honest. I watched like a lot of UFC back in the day. I still watched occasionally, like when there's a big fight that I really want to watch. But my brother and I used to watch it like religiously. Like,
Who was your favorite fighter back in the day?
Back in the day, it was definitely Chuck Liddell, without question.
You liked him better than Tito Ortiz?
Yeah, fuck Tito Ortiz.
What about Old Man River? What's his name?
What are you talking about?
The guy who was there forever.
There's a bunch of them.
No, but I mean the main one.
Like from the original, like the OG, Hoist Gracie.
No. Just UFC fame, like no pre-UFC fame that I know of.
The guy
Ken Shamrock.
Nope,
no,
not him.
His name starts with a B.
Are you talking about Brock Lesnar?
No.
I know none of these names. I can't help. I know like Manny Pacquiao.
Anyway,
He's not a UFC.
I used to watch.
I didn't think so.
Used to watch a lot of UFC. Used to watch all of them, but it's crazy to me that they're up to like UFC 300 something. Because I'd been watching UFC since UFC 1, but I always thought it was really weird that Joe Rogan was one of the commentators. Because at the time I only knew him from Fear Factor.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, why the fuck is the Fear Factor guy commentating on UFC and sounding like he knows what he's talking about?
Right.
He's like, oh my God, he's got him in an omoplata. Like, the fuck is an omoplata? It's apparently like some sort of shoulder lock submission thing. Turns out Joe Rogan is an incredible jiu-jitsu person.
Yep.
I had no idea.
You like George St Pierre or Anderson Silva more?
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva, the Spider.
He just came back.
I don't know.
He
either
fought
of those
again for the
people.
first time since he like completely destroyed his leg.
Yeah, that leg break was nasty.
Oh my God, it wrapped around that dude's other leg.
Yeah.
Like
De
it was
Silva sounds familiar, but I don't know who either of those people are to weigh in.
I see.
Sorry.
George St. Pierre was kind of a prick. Like, he's maybe the best pound for pound fighter we've ever seen, but he was kind of a prick.
Are you guys a fan
He did
of?
play in some movies though as a bad guy.
Yes, he did.
You guys a fan of Randy Couture's clothing line?
I don't know what that is.
Couture.
Juicy Couture.
All right.
Rob, why are you holding your beer like that?
Forrest Griffin or Mirko Krokop?
It's quiet.
Oh, man.
Krokop.
So, no, you're wrong. Forrest Griffin.
Forrest
What?
Griffin.
Okay.
He was so
I-
fun. He would just get his face beat in.
So for the record, I
He had some of
actually
those fun fights.
I've been to a gym where Forrest Griffin was in the gym because I grew up in Las Vegas and he lived there. And I still say Krokop.
No, man.
Man has a steel jaw.
No, he does not.
All right.
So, Krokop, fun story about him.
Okay.
He came out of the UFC scene and everyone was so excited because like there's all these videos of him just fucking kicking people to the face. And he's like 6'10". He's like from the Ukraine. He's a politician in the Ukraine. He's like on the police force and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's coming to the UFC and everyone's so excited. And like he wins his first fight and everyone's like, oh my God, this is incredible. And then he fights Gabriel Gonzaga, who's like the fucking 45th ranked fighter or something like that in his weight class. And they're just trying to basically build Krokop up to where he can have a title shot. And Joe Rogan, of all people, is commentating. And he's like, you got to watch out for Krokop's head kicks. His head kicks are lethal. They're so lethal. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They come from anywhere at any time. And then just crack. Gabriel Gonzaga fucking knocked Krokop the fuck out with a head kick.
Nice.
Wow.
And it looked like he like broke his leg on the way down. It was so bad.
Have you guys seen those slapping competitions on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yes, those are
They're
amazing.
so
I love
good.
them so much.
Me and Rob discovered a new one the other day where it's country people doing the slapping.
Yep. Seen it.
We really tried to find where it is because it seems like it's near us.
It's in the mountains.
It
Yeah.
absolutely is.
That would be something I would 1,000% attend.
Yeah,
Me too. I was trying to find it because I wanted to go.
I would attend. I would be a contestant for sure.
Yeah, and it was clearly in
You
someone.
would do it?
Fuck yeah, I would. I'd slap the shit out of some people.
You
But
also
they
get
gotta
slapped
slap
the
you
fuck
too.
out of you too,
I've
buddy.
got some incredible reach. It would take 1 or 2 slaps and they're down. Guaranteed.
The best thing about this is it clearly was like in someone's backyard because at one point there was
Oh, I
just
love
like
it.
a 98 like Dodge Caravan just like driving through the driveway.
Nice.
And
That's
like,
like some
and like
Kimbo
all these
Slice
kids
videos.
got out and
Yeah.
like went into this house. So weird.
It's about the fulcrum.
It is.
Just the what I can wind back and just
I love that consistently as I talk about crypto and NFTs once an episode, Rob just drops some word or some like little bit of knowledge that's just like completely out of the character for the rest of everything he says for the entire episode. And so it's all about the fulcrum is like definitely quote of the night. That's top notch.
I gotta make myself sound not like a big dummy.
Yeah.
So you were talking about Mirko Krokop being like on the police force and in the government and stuff. Fedor was a garbage man. Like in Mother Russia or wherever he came from, he was just like, I just picture him riding on the back of a garbage truck, and then if somebody wants to get smart about their trash, he just like beats them up.
How would that work out, Josh?
I could just see him like suplexing trash cans into the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Great. Fedor is amazing, though. Fedor is one of my favorite fighters.
Do you think it would be like...
He never made it to the UFC. He was just a pride guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Fedor Emelianenko.
Yeah. He was like too good, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
he was the best fighter in the whole world for a long time.
Without a question.
Like nobody could touch him.
Oh.
And he was a garbage man.
It was just bonkers.
And his opponents were the garbage, and he took them out.
I see.
I think my
Put him in the truck.
favorite fights to watch were when you like could very clearly see that somebody was on drugs during the fight.
Yep.
My favorite moment of which being Tim Silva breaking his arm while in an arm bar and trying to get out of it. Like you could see his fucking arm snap, and like he slams the guy down, and the guy comes over and is like stops the fight. And he's like, "What the fuck, man? I just got out of the arm bar." And he's like, "Dude, I watched your fucking arm snap in half. You're done." And he was like, I'm fine. Meanwhile, his fucking arm is just like dead at his side.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
My God.
He tested positive for cocaine after that, I think.
You were going to say COVID for a second?
No, this was well before COVID.
Yeah, I mean, just scarred.
You've got to be on some wild amounts of cocaine if you can just, have your arm break mid-fight and be like, yeah, it's fine, let's go.
It was pretty wild. I think it was cocaine. It might have been something else, but I think it was cocaine.
Cocaine and cocaine
ketamine.
accessories.
Yeah.
I think ketamine would have the opposite effect.
It would make things hurt more.
No, you would absolutely not feel it if you were on ketamine.
Well, you also wouldn't be fighting. You'd just be laying there.
Maybe both.
We'll see.
Cocaine for the fighting, ketamine for the the lack of feel.
Ketamine.
Yeah.
Is that your plan for the slapping competition you're going to do in the woods?
Yes.
You know
Ketamine.
they don't drug test at the slap fight.
Oh,
in the woods.
no, absolutely not.
All right, so cocaine and ketamine, but how do you like get the proper torque on your fulcrum?
You just wind that shit up.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
That's where the
That
purple power
combination.
drink comes in play. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of comes to you.
I really, I've thought about this for a while, and it's mostly just because I've seen so many of these videos, but I legitimately do want to slap the fuck out of someone.
Yeah, I would say these slap competitions are like number 2 to the car crash videos.
Yeah.
Oh man, Robert is like the Ken Griffey Jr. of slap competitions. He's like, oh man, I got this shit figured out. It's gonna be like butter.
You'd have to,
Yeah.
you'd have to shave your beard because they don't allow big bushy beards.
They absolutely do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
Your
do.
hand just kind of like slides off of it.
That's the point.
You have a significant advantage.
Absolutely. I've got a shield. This has all been worked out.
So Jimmy, do you want to know why I had my own home up on Zillow on my computer?
I really do.
Because fucking Monday morning, I woke up and just randomly decided to refinance my house.
That's better than like doing it at like 2 a.m.
Why?
'Cause that's when I do like most important financial decisions. Is when I'm like can't sleep at 2 a.m. and I'm just like thinking.
Yeah, that'll change.
I'll just like pay off.
That comes with age.
I'll just like pay off a credit card at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, yeah, this feels good.
I applied for my current job at 2 a.m. drunk as fuck. Had no confidence that I was ever going to get it.
Nice. No, but I've been trying to talk my wife into letting me sell the house because it's worth so much more right now than it was worth whenever we bought it like 4.5 years ago. But she wouldn't let me. And it was the first home we've ever owned. So it's in an FHA mortgage, and we had private mortgage insurance, which costs a lot of money.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Well, I mean,
I hate that. I hate it so much.
if you're a first-time home buyer and somebody's loaning you like $250,000 and they're not sure if you're going to pay for it or not, and you're only able to put like 2% down, I kind of get it.
I don't. If you have a credit history showing that you're able to pay your bills or rent, so on and so forth,
Then you get a conventional loan and you don't have to get an FHA.
well, I have a conventional loan and I still have fucking PMI.
Same.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
I
They're like
you
give
have
they're-
PMI on
yes,
conventional
I
loans.
You
1,000% do. I pay like $200 a month for no fucking reason.
Yes.
Credit in general is just a huge scam.
Other than I'm more poor than some people.
So, I promise you, like, we just bought a house like this year.
Yeah, like
So you can do a conventional loan for as low as 3% down, but if you do less than 20%, if you have less than 20% equity in the house, then you have to pay PMI until you hit 20%.
I know how PMI works, but I didn't think that you had to have it on a conventional loan.
you
yeah.
definitely do, and it's bullshit.
Why
So-
would you guys not have gotten FHA loans?
Why would we have?
Because the interest rate is lower.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. Not right now, it's not. At the time, whenever you bought your house, it was. But right now, like, anyone can just get like a 275 loan.
Housing market's so fucked right now.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Huh. Well, either way, when I bought my house in 2017, I got a 3.5% interest rate, which was good at the time. They weren't sub 3% at that time. But with the PMI factored in, I was paying close to 5%. So when I refinanced on Monday, and I'm not finished with it yet, I've got to have to get the house appraised and have to close the loan and everything. So hopefully all that goes well. But I refinanced, dropped a full percentage point off my interest rate. So I went down from 3.5% to 2.5 and dropped my PMI. And then also went from a 30-year to a 15-year. So I'm going to pay the house off 10 years earlier,
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
which is balling.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to look into doing that, but paying for a wedding right now.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's real fucking
congratulations.
Weddings
expensive.
are so expensive, man.
It sucks.
Did you figure out the whole, like, best man situation yet?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten the news yet.
Yeah.
All right. I'll wait for that. Is it like a mail thing or?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. So you'll tell me later.
Why don't you tell him now, Corey?
You're standing at the wedding, bud. Let's put it that
What
way.
the fuck? You guys listen to any new music lately? I have.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
I've listened to a couple new
Donda?
artists.
Donda?
Donda a lot, yeah, absolutely. I'm in the top 3% of Kanye West listeners in the world, which I really need to pump those numbers
I was
up.
about to say top 3. You were like top 0.5 last
I
year
was
or
top
something.
0.5 last year, which is I feel like I've really let Kanye down.
That's an issue.
But I have heard that there's a new album from a great artist from, I think, where are the Dutch from?
They're Danish.
Denmark?
Yeah, they're from Denmark.
Yeah. Hey, Corey,
Hey, Rob.
have you heard the new Volbeat album by chance?
Fuck no.
Why is that?
Because I do not like them.
Why don't you like them, Corey?
Because they're not good.
Can you describe why you don't like them in detail?
Do they do that sale song?
No, that's
What?
that's AWOL Nation, which is
A little different.
Isn't that the
little
same
different.
genre?
not
No,
quite.
man.
Seal?
So I really don't understand why people like Volbeat, to be truthful. Like they got that one song, what is it? Like the Warriors song, Warrior Code.
Yeah,
whatever.
the Warriors Code, I think.
like
is
that
what it's
one
called.
that one's okay. But like literally everything sounds like that.
Can you sing the Warriors Code for me? Yeah.
They're not good. Like it's like this cool like groovy metal stuff, and then the guy sounds like that.
I gotcha.
So like I went to go see Slipknot a few years ago. My brother bought me a ticket to a Knotfest before the world ended for my birthday. And Behemoth, which is like a satanic black metal band, opens up, and they're like awesome. They put on like this incredible pyrotechnic show, that sort of thing. And then it's Gojira, which I've already covered. I love Gojira. They're from France.
we are Gojira. We come to play music for you.
Again,
That's what they sounded like recently, by the way.
his English is so much better.
It is, but still,
Like you can tell there's an accent there. Like they're not from around here, but
Rob was telling me about a interaction out of the client at work that sounded like that.
Yeah. No, he was this French guy, and he was like, "This is on sale."
Oh man.
But so Gojira is the second band, and then Volbeat comes out, and I'm already not a big Volbeat guy, but like the fact that they're co-headlining Knotfest makes no sense to me, because they have satanic black metal, really good, really heavy French metal, fucking Volbeat for some reason, and then Slipknot. Like one of these is not like the other. And it's the fucking Danish ones.
Honestly, the one thing that's not like the other there is Slipknot. The rest of it is a tour of Europe.
That's true.
I mean,
a
I
good
guess you could make that point, but sound-wise,
The rest are just good metal bands, man.
fuck off, Robert.
Yeah, he's just trying to trigger you.
So satanic black metal and funky French metal, is that what you said?
Groove metal. That's
Groovy
kinda-
French metal.
Sure, we'll call it that.
Those sound like Spotify genres for the end of the year.
Yeah,
thing.
for real. Which has been a thing for everyone. It's been blowing up my Facebook feed and what have you here
we
lately.
were talking about my top 5 genres the other day, and they are as varied and eccentric as I am. My number one genre was, of course, alternative metal, which, to your point, is like, you know, the Linkin Park and Story of the Year and Rise Against and all that stuff. And then dance pop is number 2.
What is dance pop?
It's like K-pop.
No,
No.
it's not K-pop.
No.
It's like top 40 type stuff,
3 of mine involve pop
Like
as well.
Robin Thicke.
like Billie Eilish.
Okay. That's respectable.
Young William Eyelash.
Yeah.
and William Putnam.
So we got alternative metal, then
What?
dance pop.
Rob.
That's not his name.
Then number 3 is melodic rap.
Which I can only assume is mumble rap. It's got to be what that is.
There may
right?
be some mumble rap involved, but I listen to a lot, and I mean a lot of Eminem.
I just don't know that Eminem
Is that
would be
melodic?
considered
It's a-
melodic.
Do you listen to a lot of Juice WRLD?
No,
What about Playboy Cardi?
no.
21 Savage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten to the last one. Maybe it's white rap.
Number 4,
It's just
Just Eminem.
Eminem and
Logic.
MGK.
Oh, wait, Logic. No, we already ruled that out.
Logic's a little...
number 4 is classic rock, and number 5 is show tunes.
Yeah, that adds up.
Checks out.
I saw somebody post like, "Hey guys, look at my top 5. It's so me," and they're like, "Yeah, it's literally data.
Yeah,
That's true.
they've
Obviously,
collected it. Hey, so we talked about this a little bit ago, but we recently saw Gojira, me and Corey. It was great.
they're so good."
Can we give a shout out to Knocked Loose?
No, we can't.
Why not?
I actually banned them from my title today.
So
Wow.
Yeah, not a fan.
Knocked Loose is a band that opened for Gojira, and we were like, oh, okay, we've never heard of this band. They're, a small band, not a whole lot of following, couple thousand, plays on Spotify, whatever. It's probably going to be pretty similar to Gojira's genre. That's exciting. Let's go.
Especially because Rob missed them, but Alien Weaponry, which I covered in a previous episode, opened up for them, which is like New Zealand hakas over metal. So you would think that it would be kind of in a similar fashion, that it's going to have like a cadence to it, that kind of thing. No, not so much.
You say these things assuming that I don't know if you know specific subgenres of metal, but I am lost.
I know
So,
what a haka is.
You know what a haka is?
No.
Like
Have you ever watched a rugby team?
Yes.
well, specifically the New Zealand All Blacks.
What?
New Zealand?
The New Zealand All Blacks.
That's the team name, All Blacks. They're like the best rugby team in the world.
No.
Okay. Well, before matches, to intimidate, which goes back to their tribal roots, they would do like this coordinated like chant, basically.
It's to intimidate the other team.
Yeah. It's kind of like in Little Giants, which you've probably never seen also,
I haven't.
with the Alka-Seltzer.
They foam at the mouth with the Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
I'm very lost.
You're so young.
But no, it's a real thing. They come out onto the pitch. They do this tribal dance. They do this song, and they intimidate their opponents.
Saying it's a song may or may not be an accurate descriptor.
It's like a chant.
It's more of a chant.
Josh,
and it's
looking
like
it up.
it's like a real aggressive thing.
No, it looks, and they do this thing with their tongue. It's like, ah.
Yeah, they try to emulate the appearance of demons.
I like that.
I mean, they really look like it too.
I had no idea this is a thing.
But anyway, going back to Knocked Loose coming out on stage, their lead singer sounds like if Mickey Mouse was fronting a metal band.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
Oh, it's bad.
It just looks like the other team is just bracing for impact. Just looks like they're reenacting a Lord of the Rings scene.
Oh, it gets worse.
I definitely would not want to play this rugby team.
No, they're terrifying. They're also fucking huge.
And
Yeah, they
they're
are.
really fucking good.
No kidding.
That's a sport that I wish I understood more about. Because it looks like it would be hella fun to be a fan of.
I used to be on a rugby team.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I was in high school.
In the scrum?
I was. I
Okay.
was a wing.
Ooh, I don't even know what that means.
It's on the edge.
I mean, I kind of figured.
Has anyone ever beat them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not an undefeated club or
Okay.
anything, but they have several world championships. Like, they're...
Like, I think they might be the most decorated team in, like, they're like a dominant team in the scene.
This checks out. These guys are fucking jacked.
I like that they just make time before the match for them to do this.
This is like their national anthem.
Kinda, yeah.
That's great.
Instead of pledging allegiance to the flag, they just fucking...
So,
Pledge allegiance to the haka.
so this band Alien Weaponry basically takes that
Yeah.
and plays like Chugga Chugga Metal with it.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, it's super cool.
Yep.
Oh, get into the fucking pit.
Yeah. He was
Get into
he
the
was
pit, mate.
pretty frequently going like, "Oh, let's get the fucking moving." Like I don't have a good New Zealand accent. I'm sorry.
that
That
was
was
good.
excellent.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
like that a lot.
Okay.
It didn't sound at all like New Zealand, but it was an excellent accent.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I like it.
As I was perusing social media, I saw a picture from the Ghislaine Maxwell trial where the court stenographer artist person is like drawing a picture of the courtroom, and you see Miss Maxwell at her like table with her lawyer, and while the courtroom artist is drawing her and like the scene, part of his drawing is she's staring directly at him, and she has a piece of paper in front of her and she's drawing him.
It's so good.
Are you... That's real?
That's real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
So
my
she's sitting
God.
there in like on trial for God knows what atrocities she's allegedly committed, and she's like staring at this guy and drawing him while he draws her. It's wild.
I've actually been keeping up with this trial pretty religiously. There's a podcast called TrueAnon that you guys should listen to that details pretty much everything about the whole Epstein situation. If you've ever heard of Jeffrey Epstein, the podcast is created actually because of the whole Epstein situation. Should we just assume everyone knows who Jeffrey is?
No.
I think at this point it's pretty clear, but if you want to give like a small primer, that's probably okay.
Yeah, so he's basically accused, and there's a significant amount of evidence that he was luring young children to his home in Florida, and there was also an island where he would essentially just groom them and offer them like tuition and food and a house and stuff like that in order to perform sexual favors
And
for famous people.
and to farm adrenochrome, if you believe that.
And the I had to throw the whole QAnon thing in there, but it's very possible that that's what that was. One of the most interesting things that's come out of the trial for Ghislaine, who was his assistant, and definitely an accomplice. there's a lot of evidence to show that she was definitely an accomplice to this whole situation. There's a list that has come out from the guy who was the pilot, like the private pilot for Epstein. And there's a list of people that he would frequently fly in and out of the Epstein Island. I'm going to read this in no particular order, and we can pause maybe to talk about how insane this list is. But
so these are people that have flown on his plane
To the island.
to Epstein Island.
correct. Epstein Island, which is presumably where there are young girls who have been groomed for sexual favors.
All right. So how vetted is this list? Like, how confident are we in its accuracy?
Well, before the pilot came out this week and said that these are the people he flew around, there was a significant amount of photos and just like general talk about these specific people.
So we feel pretty confident that it's
pretty
probably
confident.
accurate.
I mean,
Okay.
the pilot was under oath for whatever that means, you know.
Right.
People lie on oath.
If he lied, it would be the first time in history that anyone's lied under.
That's
oath.
never happened.
Swear
have
to
to,
God
like-
when you do that.
Do you still have to put your hand on the Bible?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
You get to choose the book.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I also think that's a
if
thing,
you're
yeah.
if you're of the Islam faith, you can choose the Quran. Or
So
if
I can
you're-
just choose like a cookbook.
Pride and Prejudice.
I mean, if that's your actual religion, yes.
Can
Okay,
I choose
cool.
the Flying Spaghetti Monster Bible, whatever that is?
Yeah,
I don't know
sure
if they
you
have
can.
one. Do they have it might be a cookbook.
All right. Who flew on the plane?
I think it's Mario Batali.
Again, this
Mario
is no
Batali
particular.
flew on the plane?
No,
No.
his cookbook is the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Oh,
Bible.
it's like
My
that's
God.
a wild accusation, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Who flew on the plane, Jimmy?
No particular order. This is from Newsweek.com, and there's also a bunch of other sites that have the list. But Donald J. Trump
All right, okay, coming in swinging, huh?
coming and swinging.
All right.
Did he tweet about it?
He did not tweet about it. He's never tweeted about Epstein, and he refuses to comment about Epstein.
I did not get on the plane. I don't know who that man is.
He has said that. He has said, "I don't know who that man is. What are you talking about?"
Even though there's pictures of them together.
Correct.
There's also, if you guys want to look up something, not politics aside, look up this video because it's great. There is a video of a clearly coked up Donald J. Trump with Jeffrey Epstein, just looking at these 16-year-old girls like, look at her, she's fucking hot.
All right. Number 2, we got Bill Clinton.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Kevin Spacey on the list.
Ooh, are there boys there too?
I mean, probably.
Was this while Kevin Spacey was in politics as the guy from that
House
one?
of Cards.
Yeah, that.
House of Cards was
Frank
so
Underwood.
good. It was
Yeah,
so upsetting
until-
when all that
until
came
he
out.
left.
All
Was
right.
fired, whatever.
I don't think that's a bingeable show though.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
I
it
binged the
absolutely is.
fuck out of House of Cards.
Yeah, the first.
He's from Gaffney, Georgia.
First, 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Something like that.
First
I
2
don't know.
seasons were incredible.
I
I
tried
tried watching
watching-
in small like
I tried
5
watching
to 6 episodes.
I tried watching that last season, and Robin Wright just can't carry it by herself.
Last season, real bad.
It was not good.
Remember when he pushed that bitch in front of the train?
Oh,
That was
man.
crazy.
That was
What,
crazy.
what a moment. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Big spoiler.
Could be any bitch.
That's fair. That is fair.
Could be any bitch. Okay. We also got Chris Tucker on the list.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Wow.
That
the guy
is,
from Rush Hour?
yeah, one of these is not like the others, right?
Ruby Rod.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Bill Gates.
Oh.
Yeah, he's been all over the news. That's not surprising.
Correct. And he has also claimed to really not associate with Epstein or know anything about
Yeah,
the
that's-
situation.
That's definitely not fucking
Absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
We also got Prince Andrew.
Yeah, that one was.
What is he the prince of?
that one, I think, Wales, I think.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
He's British?
Yeah, he's one of the royals.
Welsh. I think that's called Welsh.
No, that's the people.
Yeah.
The country is Wales.
No, he,
He-
Yeah.
Josh said
He
they
said
were British.
which is, I think, true still.
Is it?
I think it's
Yeah.
a part of the Britain.
Is it? It's
Yeah,
part of
it's
Great Britain,
Isles.
isn't
Part
it?
of the Britain.
It's the
Part
Britons.
of the British Isles is what I was going with.
Okay. We also got Robert
So he's
F. Kennedy.
British and Welsh?
Yeah, you can do that.
I think that all of them are British and Welsh.
Okay, so is that sort of like being an American and a Californian?
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
All right, we also got Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Isn't he dead?
Hasn't that the guy that's also been in the news recently?
Yeah, because he's
he will
dead.
return.
Yeah, people are waiting for him in Texas still.
Yep,
I think
he's going to be his running mate.
The other three aren't as interesting because they're not as prolific, at least to me. We have a violinist named Ishak Perlman. You guys know who he is?
Nope.
My boy,
Wonder if
Ishak.
Wonder if he's related to Ron Perlman.
Probably.
I don't
Probably
think so.
not.
We've also got U.S. Senator John Glenn.
Oh, he's an astronaut.
He is.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen that cat that looks like Ron Perlman?
Yes.
What?
I have not.
Look that shit up right now.
All right, you keep going.
All right.
He only has one more.
The final one on here is former Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell. You guys know who that is?
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Sounds familiar, but I can't place a face to it.
Yeah, he was the guy before Mitch McConnell.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, that cat really does look like him.
I
That's
didn't know
just like
Ron
Ron Perlman.
was older than Mitch McConnell.
Huh?
He's really old.
What an odd-looking man
Mitch McConnell.
and an odd-looking
Yes.
cat.
He has dead hands.
So how does this list make you guys feel?
Makes me feel like that we already knew that the elites were corrupt.
It feels
fair.
incomplete.
It's certainly
it also does feel
incomplete.
incomplete.
Certainly incomplete because this has been happening for like decades.
Yeah, no, it just confirms everyone's suspicions, I'd say.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing. I really hope that something does happen, but I have absolutely no faith that anything is ever going to happen. And the reason why is because we had the Panama Papers come out, which was pretty damning evidence that just about anyone has power in the world is involved in major tax fraud, just offshore accounts everywhere, and nothing ever happened.
Correct.
You don't hear about that on a daily basis. There were no repercussions. There was clear evidence that everything was happening here.
Right.
And it was like, holy shit, we got him.
Right.
It's finally happening. Nothing ever happened.
And this list includes some of the most powerful people in the entire world.
And Chris Tucker.
And Chris Tucker.
And Ruby motherfucking Rod.
And that violinist. But
Yeah.
Donald Trump will protect them all. When did you guys first hear about the whole Epstein situation?
I think whenever he killed himself.
Really? That's the first time you heard of Epstein?
I think when
But
he
like
got
opposite.
I feel like
I think
when he got
whenever he got
arrested.
arrested.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably the first time that I was really like, the fuck's this?
Yeah, I think I heard about it like maybe 3 or 4 months before that on that True and On podcast. It was wild because they started the podcast about Jeffrey Epstein, and then like episode 3, like because episode 2 he was arrested. Episode 3 he just like they started the podcast to talk about him. Episode 3 he allegedly kills himself in jail, and they're like, well, what the fuck do we talk about now?
So I distinctly remember this. It's actually better than that because they speculated. They're like, what if he like kills himself in jail?
Right.
Ha-ha, for like episode 3 through 5, and then episode 6 comes out and they're like, red alert.
That's what it is. Yeah,
He's fucking dead. What do we do?
there's like 250 episodes now, so they figured it out.
Apparently. Jesus.
Yeah. It's not all about Epstein anymore. It's just general news and conspiracies and things like
okay.
that.
I really like when they like just infiltrate like random events.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah, they recently infiltrated a QAnon conference in Texas. Fantastic content from that.
That sounds lovely. I should check it out.
You should. So I'd like to talk about the trial a bit more, maybe in a future episode, but I do want to close with this. During the True and On podcast, they were saying that Ghislaine was dressed like she had a burqa on for some reason, even though she's definitely not Muslim. She's very, very white and from the UK. Like her dad was like a prime minister in the UK. And Brace, one of the guys in the podcast, said he tried to draw what she looked like, and it ended up looking like someone from the game Among Us.
Nice.
I like
I
that.
lost my shit when I heard that.
As we get near the end of the night tonight, like we said, we got to wrap things up. Corey's got to drive to Atlanta early in the morning. I do want to give a special shout out once again to Jimmy's mom.
Jimmy's mom.
Give me, Mom.
My mom.
So obviously we've talked for weeks about her being one of our Patreon subscribers, but she recently upgraded her experience from standard patron to VIP patron.
Ooh.
So thank you, Jimmy's mom.
So when's she going to suggest some topics?
You're welcome to send us a message through Patreon or join our Discord and suggest some things for us to talk about, and we'll talk about it.
She also claims to have something very fun for us to enjoy in the mail.
Okay.
Oh,
Again.
okay.
Hopefully it's not more spicy things because those
Josh can't
chips were
handle
rough.
I hope it is more spicy things. Like the only bad part was exhaling.
That's true.
Like other than that, they were delicious.
As long as you don't breathe, it's not a problem.
It's not even necessarily not breathing. Like it's just like that initial push of air out of your mouth.
Sure.
You just feel like a dragon.
Hey, Josh.
Yep.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a sentence at you, and I want you to talk about the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Man in short shorts, no shirt, in the dark 38-degree weather, playing with a sword in his driveway on my way home.
Yeah, I typed that.
What? You typed that? How did I miss this?
Yeah, so that was on my way home on Black Friday.
Oh.
It was very cold and very dark, and this man had fucking like he looked like he was a basketball player on a high school team in the 1960s. Like short shorts, and he had like a samurai sword, and he's like practicing his kata in the driveway.
Nice.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was wild.
Do you have headphones on or in or anything?
It was very dark. I couldn't like.
If you did, what was he listening to?
Those kids were fast as lightning.
Oh,
absolutely.
Oh, speaking of which.
It's either that or Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, probably. But probably.
Or
probably
Gojira.
Fast as Lightning.
Yeah.
Could be Gojira.
Anyway, if you would like to get frequent shout outs the same way that Jimmy's mom does,
Shout out Jimmy's mom.
feel free to subscribe to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/Appleboys. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do so on Facebook and Twitter at AppleboysPod. Visit our website, appleboys.us. And from our website, click to join us in Discord. I'll be there. Jimmy might be. Corey and Rob probably won't. But if enough of you join, we'll force the issue.
Make Rob come.
Thank you guys so much.
Man.
To Discord.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Our happy tonights are always kind of like sad and depressing. Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Hey, happy tonight.
Happy tonight. Happy.
Joy, joy, joy. Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
See, it's sad because the episode's ending.
This is Jimmy and Rob's ASMR podcast.
Josh, play the fucking outro.